Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's got a cup of coffee this morning. We are just going to be talking a little bit about the weather that we have coming up over the weekend, and also a little bit about next week's weather, as we've got a lot of changes going on here over the next few days. So just thought we just kind of get together, have a little coffee time, and we can kind of talk about what is going on. Make sure if you have any questions at all, throw them up there in the chatter box, and I will be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Um, Maybe you're heading out of town today or something like that. You'd like to have a forecast. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. Good morning, Gary. Well, it's been so long since we've had to talk about rain and thunderstorms and severe weather, and so I got to get myself back into that routine again. Man, it's been a slow last couple months. So what you're looking at right now, obviously, is current radar, and we have had several rounds of showers and thunder showers move through west central Missouri over the last 12 hours, and nothing on the severe side. There hadn't been any strong storms, but there is lightning. So I do know there's a couple of tournaments out on Truman. There's actually one on Stockton Lake today. So it's not going to be a washout, but definitely need to be paying attention to a couple of higher wind gusts, 30, 40 miles per hour, and lightning. There's going to be quite a bit of lightning with any of these storms that come through here over this weekend. So that's definitely something that you would want to stay weather aware of, especially if you're out in a boat or possible camping. Now, we are going to have a chance, a couple different time frames, to see some stronger storms, and we'll take a look at that. Let's just jump into that here real quick. Now, I'm not expecting a washout of a weekend. We are going to have several bouts of rain and thunderstorms. I'm not expecting a whole lot of severe weather, but we do need to keep weather aware for that possibility, especially as we go into tonight and tomorrow. So let's just jump into this here real quick. So, our area here in western Missouri is under a marginal risk, as you see down here at the bottom of this picture, this graphic that I had made. We are under a marginal risk for seeing some severe thunderstorms today and tomorrow. Tonight, the chance for any stronger storms or severe weather is right around the KC metro area for tonight, more likely after probably 6 o'clock or so tonight. And obviously, we want to stay weather aware on that situation. Anybody going up to the Royals game tonight, they did move the Royals game back a couple hours because of this threat for some stronger storms moving into KC Metro. So again, if you're heading up to Kauffman Stadium today, just please keep in mind, hopefully you've heard already that they have moved that game back 2 hours in light of the chance for some heavier thunderstorms tonight in the KC metro area and point to the north. Now for Sunday, our area is going to be supportive of a couple strong severe storms tomorrow afternoon. Now, depending on If we should happen to get a little bit of clearing on Sunday, maybe an hour or two of sunshine, kind of in between, kind of warm us up a little bit, then our chances are going to go up to see a few of those stronger storms tomorrow afternoon. So we definitely need to stay weather aware. Of course, we are welcoming all the rainfall here in west central Missouri. Now, I do expect the bulk of our rainfall to be coming in tonight into tomorrow night for west central Missouri. Anything that we're picking up throughout the day today, maybe you received some last night. Thursday night, we had those severe storms for our western counties in Bates, Cass, and Vernon counties. They picked up half inch to an inch and a quarter. So any of this rainfall that we pick up today, really into tonight, is going to be kind of extra, because the bulk of our rainfall is going to be coming in on Sunday and Sunday night, and we will have a potential to see another round of showers and thunderstorms, possibly strong, on as we head into midweek, Tuesday night into Wednesday, and I'll show that here in just a moment. But definitely want to make sure we get word out. Everybody needs to be weather aware just for some stronger storm. Tornado threat throughout this period, nearly zero. Can't be completely ruled out, but it is very, very, very low. Any of these stronger storms are going to have the potential for a strong wind gust, 60 miles per hour or greater, and some small hail. The wind threat for these type of storms this time of year, the wind threat is the biggest concern. So, and that's what I've been seeing on all the latest data coming in from NOAA and the weather balloons, what's going on in the upper parts of our atmosphere. It's still showing just a strong wind threat. Not very much hail, but mainly just a wind threat with any of the stronger storms that come in this weekend. So let's take a look at what's causing all this. So we are taking a look right here at the 500 millibar chart that's 18,000 feet above our heads. This is where the atmosphere river is, what myself and Gary Lezak likes to call it. I've been calling that for 20 years after I heard it from Gary Lezak many, many years ago. So we can tell a lot what's going on at that 18,000 foot level with this atmospheric river, because it will tell us where these storm systems are going to go and how strong they're going to be. So obviously that's a big part of forecasting, is trying to figure out where the storms are going to be going and who's going to be affected. So this is the map I look at every single morning when I'm over at the weather center. The very first thing I do is I bring up the 500 millibar chart and see what's going on, if anything changed overnight. I look at the short-term models, and I look at the long-term models as well. So what you're looking at right now is, here is our storm system right down here, centered down around Arizona, Baja California. And this is a storm system that is pumping some of this moisture into our area this weekend. Okay, now it kind of loses its punch just a little bit as it comes across the Midwest. That's the reason why we are not in a more in a better zone for severe weather. But of course, being this time of year and we have that battleground between warm and cold air, we can sometimes get some stronger thunderstorms. So this is going to be our rainmaker for this weekend. It's going to be that guy. Now, as we continue on, now remember, right up here, that is our date stamp. That tells you what day we're on. This is in Zulu time, which at 00Z, that's 7 o'clock on Monday night. So just a little bit confusing. I don't expect you to have to do the math. I'll tell you what time it is. And but this is 7 o'clock on Monday night. And notice we're gonna start to see this guy right here. This is the low pressure system. And remember that low pressure systems, winds rotate counterclockwise around the low pressure system. So guess which direction the winds are going to be flowing from? That's right. We're going to be looking at northwest winds. And we are going to see a drastic cool down for Monday and Tuesday. Now, of course, along with that, we have some very strong winds at the 18,000 foot level. And we are going to have that potential to see more showers, thunderstorms. Some may be strong as we set up that battleground between the warm air and cold air. And then that will last for a couple days, and we will begin to warm up after that system moves off to the east. Now, I'm not expecting a big warm up like back into the upper 90s like we had. I really think this is going to be kind of the transition time right around the last few days of September, where we kind of go from summer into fall. So, and fall officially begins tomorrow. So it really is, the time couldn't have been any better. So that is what's going to be going on through Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So we have several chances to get a lot of moisture between now and then. Now, I will take this with a grain of salt here, and we will take a look at total precipitation. Now remember, these are this is model data. This is not real. This tells you what could happen, not what will happen. So, but if we squeezed out everything in the atmosphere, these are the potential rainfall totals that we could get. And as you can see through, let's go through Wednesday. Some of the models are showing anywhere between 1.5 to 3.5 inches of rainfall in west central Missouri. So definitely great news for the farmers. This is not all going to come down at once. This is going to be spread out over 3 or 4 or 5 days. So that's great news. We need all the moisture we can get, as long as it doesn't come all at once. We need a lot of moisture. So definitely wanted to touch base on that. And again, if anybody has any questions, chat's being awfully quiet this morning. But if anybody has any questions, feel free. Let me know you're out there. And if anybody has any questions, I'm planning on being on here for a while. Let's take a look at some short-term model data. Let's switch our radar here over to models. We'll take a look at the short-term models. This was about an hour ago when this data come through, so we'll take a look at that. And of course, we've got what's left over of some showers and thunderstorms here in west central Missouri this morning. Let's go ahead and put this into motion, and then I will stop it. That way we can take it frame by frame. And so now, if you notice, right up here is your timestamp, 11 o'clock this morning. We get a little bit of a break in the action. There are going to be scattered showers and thunderstorms in and around the area. So definitely, don't put the umbrella, don't leave your raincoat at home. It's just we're going to see a few breaks today in the rainfall. And again, very scattered. But if you notice, as we get up here tonight, Now, this newest data is showing coming in a little later tonight into the KC Metro, around midnight or so. I am expecting that to be a little sooner than that. But you notice very strong storms coming into the KC Metro area. And then, of course, as we go through the evening into tomorrow morning, we see more thunderstorms. Some of them going to have a little pop to them here in west central Missouri. And of course, we will be in those showers and thunderstorms basically all day into the afternoon. Now, depending on what conditions we end up having tomorrow afternoon, if the sun comes out, we warm up just a little bit, we'll set the stage for any severe weather or stronger thunderstorms for tomorrow night into Monday morning. So right now the models are picking up that we're not going to see hardly any sunshine tomorrow. We're not going to heat up tomorrow. But if you're going through the day tomorrow, I know we got a couple golf tournaments in the area tomorrow. There's a fishing tournament tomorrow on Truman. So just kind of keep in the back of your mind, if you start seeing the sun popping out tomorrow, starting to get a little humid, just keep in the back of your mind, hey, I better check for an update. We could see some stronger storms now that the sun's out. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind for tomorrow. Hi, Elijah. I am, Eli. We're still got to get together, buddy. Morning, Mama. So again, let's recap here real quick. Let you guys kind of know what I'm thinking. So for tonight, remember anybody going to the Royals game? Yesterday afternoon, they did move up the time for the Royals game today 2 hours. Trying to get the game in before the threat of any of the stronger storms in the KC metro area. So definitely keep that in mind if you're heading to Kauffman Stadium today. After 4 o'clock today, the Kansas City Metro and North, maybe Cass County, Lafayette County, in that area, be weather aware this afternoon. Could have a few stronger storms move through the area. For most of west central Missouri, we are looking at a time frame of tomorrow afternoon into Monday morning. We will be in an area that'll be supportive of a few stronger thunderstorms, maybe a couple of severes with damaging straight line winds being the primary threat with any of these storms that come up here tomorrow afternoon in west central Missouri. We are just under a marginal risk for severe weather, as you see there at the bottom of your picture here in west central Missouri. However, if there begins to have signs of maybe the clouds breaking up tomorrow and maybe a little bit more sunshine, we warm up a little bit, that marginal risk could go up tomorrow for west central Missouri. So definitely something we need to keep very mindful of, keep weather aware. And again, we're not going to have a total washout weekend here, guys. We're going to get some thunderstorms that can produce some heavy downpours, which is great. We need all the moisture, but it won't be a total washout tomorrow. Right now it's showing pretty much cloud cover all day and scattered rain and showers and thunderstorms throughout the whole day tomorrow. However, there could be some breaks, but it's kind of a 1-2 effect, because if we break out with a few rays of sunshine tomorrow and warm us up, it could set the stage for some strong severe storms tomorrow afternoon. So but for the most part, just actually nice temperatures. We're going to be in the lower 80s today. And big changes coming for Sunday night, Monday, and Tuesday. And we have that cold front that's going to be sweeping across. Winds are going to be changing out of the north. It'll be beautiful on Monday and Tuesday. We will still have that chance of rainfall, but and then again on Tuesday night into Wednesday, we definitely need to be paying attention for the possibility of severe weather Tuesday into Wednesday. And I will be updating throughout the day today on social media platforms. So make sure you're watching. Of course, Subby's Weather Talk on Facebook, 95.3 KDKD Facebook page, and as we will be updating this throughout the day today. And again, hopefully we get enough moisture to be able to get into the ground for it to stay in there for a little bit, because the drought index just continues to increase here in west central Missouri. So all this rainfall is definitely a welcome sight to all the farmers out there. So we want to make sure that to give thanks to all of our farmers that bring food onto our table. So let's take a live look here from downtown Clinton. We are going to be looking west, and we've got beautiful skies. The rain has pretty much ceased here in Clinton, but definitely got some threatening skies out there as we look off to the west toward Urick and Harrisonville. But I am expecting very scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day today, with several breaks in between. And then tomorrow morning, all the way through tomorrow night, we will have a better chance to see showers and thunderstorms here in west central Missouri. And I say that is where we are going to probably pick up the majority of our rainfall, is going to be tomorrow morning into tomorrow night and Monday morning. So and of course, these Storm Track Weather Center live streams brought to you by the Dent Clinic here in Clinton. Chris, you know him very well. Great family. Definitely get you taken care of if you have any dents that you need repaired on your vehicles. Family Safe Certified Storm Shelters. They're out of Republic, Missouri. And if anybody is looking for a safe room or maybe putting in an outdoor storm shelter, these are definitely the guys to do it. They're local, good people. And of course, Jay Southland Tow. They are out of Raymore Belton area, and they service Clinton here. And if anybody follows their social media platforms, as you can see, there's several people that comment about how well Jay Southland Tow takes care of the customers. So I definitely would recommend them as well. So thank you to our sponsors. And after the live stream today, I am going to be updating our and this is dedicated to us here at Subby's Weather Talk. This is a website that I developed here. I think this is the third year that we've had the website up and going. And of course, I do this all on my own. All of the software, all of the radar, all of the streaming software, all of this comes out of my pocket. And so everything, I brought all of this over to 95.3 KDKD as a service so that we can get word out. That's the sole purpose of doing all this, is to educate, inform, and protect everybody in our area here in west central Missouri predominantly. So this website I designed was It's a load of information on this thing here, guys, but definitely recommend you checking it out. You can find anything that you want to know about West Central Missouri right here on this website. So, of course, my live feed streams up here, YouTube, Facebook, and of course, you can go to my weather blog. If you guys get a couple minutes, jump on there. Subby's weather blog, I put a lot of great information and content on there. I'll just click on that here real quick. Every Saturday morning at around 6:30 a.m., I put my Subby's weather and ag report. Now, what's awesome about that? Whoop, let me jump back over here and get to my main. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So of course we go to Subby'sWeatherTalk.com, and then we jump over here to the weather blog, and definitely encourage you guys to check this out. Every Saturday morning, of course, around 6:30 a.m., I put out Subby's weather and ag report. Now, what's awesome about that, I have input for right here in West Central Missouri, as well as the meteorologists for the USDA give their weekly summary of what's going on here in the Corn Belt and in the Midwest. And then, of course, I always put the Meteogram for agriculture. It tells you what days are good for spraying, what days are good for tillage. And then, of course, I always put the West Central Missouri weekly summary. Kingsville, Windsor, Butler, and as we take a look at the cattle market as well. So all kinds of great information there. Definitely encourage you guys to check out the weather blog. And then, of course, we do have all of, if you scroll down here, of course, if anybody would like to help donate, these are the quick links to Subby's Weather Talk, PayPal, Venmo. And I appreciate whether you just want to buy me a cup of coffee or sponsor a stream. That's fantastic. And of course, all of my Subby's Weather Talk podcasts are right here. And if you guys hadn't listened to the latest one, labeled Laughs, Farming, and Fun, I do that with a good friend of mine, Zach Tribble. He is store manager at Ag Power in Sedalia. And we get on there and talk a little bit about weather and ag conditions, and we cut up a little bit in that podcast too. So definitely encourage you guys to check that out. And then, of course, up here we've got a link to our Tourcon. That's a nationwide full-service weather team that I am CEO of. Definitely encourage you to check that out. Video weather news. We have Gary's. I'm going to be updating his new video today, as well as informational videos on how the hurricane form. We've got some live feeds from down south in Texas and Louisiana, which they're going to be kind of under the gun next week as we watch another tropical disturbance brew up down in the Gulf of Mexico. And then, of course, want to give a shout out to our friends over there at Weather and Ag in Focus. They're based out of the Dakotas, but they are 100% behind the LRC Weather 2020, and they do a ton of agriculture podcasts. So definitely encourage you guys to check this out. And 365 days a year, 24/7, you can watch Fox Weather live right here on the website. You can watch it
one by one. Jane just
right here
that whole Central American
in the box.
It's a big area of low pressure with.
So definitely encourage you guys to check out our website at Subby'sWeatherTalk.com. Good morning, Janet. Morning, Sean. All right, guys, that's about all I have for today. And again, just a brief recap. So for today, after 4 o'clock, the KC metro area is going to be in that area. They may get a few stronger cells move through this afternoon and tonight. That's the best place, the best area that can receive some of the stronger cells tonight. And then tomorrow, most of West Central Missouri will be in an area that will be supportive of a couple stronger cells that may come in tomorrow afternoon. If we begin to see any sunshine and heat up tomorrow, we will have an increase in that risk to see some of those stronger storms. You bet, Eli. Eli, and he does have his own YouTube page as well. I encourage you guys to jump over and visit Eli and his YouTube page. And he has this interest and passion in the weather like I did when I was young, and his hopes and dreams becoming a meteorologist as well. So he started up his weather YouTube page as well. I'm going to bring that up here real quick. And he's almost at 600 subscribers. So definitely jump into that. 307 weather reports. I'm going to jump that right over here and give a shout out to him. Make sure you guys go over. This is his new one that he started off with. He has 7 subscribers right now. Let's jump in there, subscribe, like his videos. He's just getting started with this YouTube page, and I'm excited to what the future holds for Eli. So definitely go over there and check out some of his content. And he also has Elijah 307. He has 593 subscribers there, and some pretty cool videos that he put together on them, and some shorts that you guys can go and check out as well. So shout out to Eli, and hopefully we're going to be able to get together maybe sometime this weekend or next week and have a sit-in with one of our live streams here at Subby's Weather Talk. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. And again, I will be updating on all of our social media platforms as we go through today and tomorrow. Remember, Chiefs play tomorrow night, Sunday Night Football, so excited about that. So during the day tomorrow, I'm just going to be watching over my fantasy football teams and kicking back and doing a little relaxing tomorrow and watching radar. So I will definitely be watching over, seeing if we get any breaks in the clouds tomorrow, see if we warm up, and be posting updates for any threat of severe weather here in West Central Missouri. And again, we are not going to have a washout weekend. There are going to be breaks, as we are in the middle of a break right now. So get out and enjoy it. It's not going to be a total washout. Get out and enjoy the weekend. Tomorrow, depending on what happens, we might be forced to have to be in the house to watch football and eat munchies all day. So I'm sorry if any guys are watching this. I'm sorry it had to come to this, but you might have to be indoors tomorrow for most of the day and watching football. So I apologize ahead of time to the wives. You guys have a great day today, and stay weather aware, especially if you're camping on the lakes today, for some pop-up thunderstorms that could have some lightning and some torrential rains for short periods of time.